Achtung und willkommen, it's German black metal time with Timor et Tremor, a German black metal with fourth album Realm of Ashes, and this is of melodic style. Now the previous album, 2016 mind you, was actually a good one. Maybe easy listening black metal with its very melodic and kind of a not very extreme approach to the genre. However, now they have changed style with this fourth album. Was it because of so-called third and hard album, which is often something that we could call a crossroads album? Or is it just something that the band wanted to start a new era? And here it is, with almost 55 minutes of black metal music. But not only black metal. This is something that we need to tackle with this review, because to just call it melodic black metal would be a little bit of misleading. Actually, in order to really enjoy this album to the full, to the max, so to speak, you need to understand that this one is way beyond. While it particularly has black metal riffs, melodies, and all that raspy vocals kind of stuff, it's also an album filled with melancholy and clean vocals. Now, if that sounds black metal to you, then I'm out of help here. I'm out of the words, because indeed, while some of these elements used in moderation would indeed fit in the bill of black metal in so many ways, a lot of these elements, if you were to say, for example, remove those raspy vocals and all that stuff, would be something like entirely different. In essence, this is an album that kind of combines two different styles together and tries to put them together seamlessly. That is, take this more melancholic, melodic approach, which is a very, very Nordic metal kind of thing. I mean, think of Let Sentenced, for example, and you get a little bit closer to what is going on. Also, bands like Catatonia, later Tiamat and all that stuff is very close to what this could be. Yet still having this very, very close connection with black metal, and as such separating from the previous artists mentioned. So, Timor et Tremor consists of 8 tracks, quite lengthy overall on average. I mean, it's almost 55 minutes, well, more than 54 anyway. And that having 8 tracks means that none of these tracks, except for the first one, are short ones. So it means that these are the kind of compositions which last more than often are needed. Sometimes it even feels like when a song is like ready to enter the finishing point, it just suddenly comes like, okay, we need to bring way more riffs to your attention and you need to focus on this more melancholic art. Let me put it this way. There are parts where I feel like, yes, the band is nicely nailing it with these clean vocals and melancholic melodies and all that very moody stuff, where it is not exactly extreme and doesn't really sound black metal at all. Then also there are parts where I feel like this band is doing some good bulk melodic black metal, like the previous album. But when you have both of these elements together, it almost feels like a split album. Not exactly, because of course there are elements coming up and down. I mean, coming in, taken out, coming in again, and all that stuff. So kind of a recurring feature in a way. But the thing here is, this album feels way too lengthy, and it feels way too unfocused. As it's almost like it's trying to ask you to do the same, two separate things at the same time, and it doesn't really work that well. I mean, once again, the production is pretty solid. The raspy vocals are good. The clean vocals are good. There are lots of really nice melodic parts. The melodies are, however, not exactly super great. They're not like the top of the top, but more like something that is enjoyable to listen for a while. But maybe after 30 minutes or so, you're like, okay, this becomes kind of a drag. Like, why do you need to go this song for 7 or 8 minutes? Whereas just 3 or 4 minutes max would have just totally done it. And you would have kept the momentum, the little bit of a moment of surprise that whenever you're like, okay, I'm ready to, just move on. Oh, it's already moved on. Where this is like, wait for it. It's almost like me doing a way too lengthy video. And you're like, okay, enough of this rambling, I'm moving on. This is the album doing the same. And indeed, while I can totally like it to a certain degree, I also feel like it's a little bit of a disappointment. Like said, sometimes less is more. And this could have been way better of an album if it was, say, 40 minutes tops. Or if those extra melodic, melancholic parts with clean vocals were just a seasoning, not like another dish, another, I don't know, dinner part 2 coming into play. In order for you to like it, I think you need to enjoy both sides of the thing. The more melodic, clean vocals stuff, which isn't black metal, and also the melodic black metal. If you're allergic to either one, I think this album is going to disappoint you as much as me. And I'm very comfortable with both styles. So, to say this once more, this isn't as good as the previous ones, but if you're a fan of the band, no reason why to skip it. Give Timor et Tremor a chance and maybe you'll like it. But I would say the previous ones is better. Now, links are provided in the description box. Click them and listen and figure out for yourself. This is Rauta. Take care and bye bye.